Hi everyone, my name is Sean Hines, and today we're going to be talking about supply chain management. So supply chain management, it's a process in which organizations look at the production from raw materials to processed goods out to the actual consumer for purchase. So further with that, supply chain management is a new and more efficient way to manage the production of goods and services from raw materials to finished products ready for consumption by consumers. So some of the key points that I'm going to be going over are what exactly is supply chain management, two types of software involved with supply chain management, three types of flow with supply chain management, and then also the benefits and advantages of SCM. So what is supply chain management? So in simple terms, it's the movement of raw materials into an organization, and then the process of processing these raw materials into finished goods, and then the movement from these organizations to the customers when the goods are ready for consumption. So some of the effects of supply chain management include effects for both the organization and the consumer. So with regards to the organization, it can increase efficiency, reduce costs, and increase output. So if they can analyze parts of their processing that are not efficient in a timely manner for them, they can eliminate those, and in turn that would increase efficiency and increase output, as said. And then for the consumers, it speeds up the production process, and it can also increase the value of the final product. So for both sides, supply chain management effects are very beneficial. With regards to the types of software there are with supply chain management, there are planning and execution applications. Planning applications are used to find the best way to go about a transaction, and they are used with the help of algorithms that make sense of the production mathematically. Execution applications, on the other hand, involve things such as the tracking of management of materials, the status of goods, as well as the financial reports and information involved with the supply chain management. So there are three basic flows when you're talking about SCM, and those include the product flow, the information flow, and also finances flow. Product flow is an example. An example of this is when purchasing goods and services online. So the transaction that occurs online on a website, clothing website, for example. Information flow involves the tracking updates of shipments. So this is very crucial to the customer because they want to know the status of their purchased goods and where it is with regards to the shipping process. So being able to track this is very beneficial to the customer because they know when they should be expecting to receive their package. And then the finances flow deals with how and when a customer is going to pay for a good or service. So this is more geared towards the actual payment process and involves debit or credit cards when used online for online shopping and with that regard. So the benefits and advantages to SCM, they include reduced cost, increased efficiency, increased output, and increased exposure to customers. So first off, reduced cost. Organizations are able to identify and eliminate useless processes. Supply chain management helps to find processes in their production that aren't necessarily crucial to the end product, so therefore they can eliminate those in order to make a more efficient product in the end, and this in turn lowers the costs of production. Increased efficiency, playing off of that, with better planning and executing of the production process, it eliminates useless processes involved and therefore increases the efficiency, and there's a lot less wasted time involved in this process. With regards to output, with both the reduced cost and efficiency increased, organizations are more able to produce their products in a timely and more responsive manner. An example of this would be FedEx Express. And then also with all of these factors, they play into the exposure to customers. So all of these benefits lead into this, and with more customers aware of the products and the process that is involved in making the product and getting it out to the consumer, there is more profits in turn. So to review the key points of supply chain management that I talked about today, we discussed what exactly supply chain management is, the two types of software involved with SCM, as well as the three main flows. And finally, we talked about benefits and advantages of supply chain management. So in conclusion, supply chain management is a process that tracks the movement of raw materials into an organization through the process of refining these raw materials into finished products, so then they are in turn ready for consumption by the consumer.